Thank you, Godwin. Good evening, everybody. I myself is Vinita. I am a software test engineer in DBG. So let's have a look at the latest technological updates that happened last month. The first and of course the biggest news last month is the Mangalyaan success. As of September 24th, last month, India has joined the elite group of countries that have launched a successful Mars mission. And the fact that add more shine to this glory is that India did this in its maiden attempt and within a budget which is only a fraction of what the USA spent for its Marscraft Maven. And moving on, next item we have that the new iOS 8 of Apple. It was launched last month with a lot of bugs. This was supposed to be this iOS 8 has almost the user interface was similar to iOS 7 and has 4,000 new APIs. And it had featured 4,000 new APIs and features like hands-off, keyboard support, etc. But unfortunately, this iOS 8 proved to be buggy. The people who downloaded it had problems with cell reception, and now Apple has launched the latest version 8.02 with the bug fixes. And the next item we have the Microsoft new keyboard. Microsoft is launching a new universal keyboard which can be used with all types of mobile and handheld devices irrespective of the OS. This is compatible with Windows, Android, and iOS. It also has features like battery, which lasts 6 months on a single charge, and a easily detachable integrated stand. So let's watch a video regarding the. So moving on. Now, Sony is focusing on a new Google Glass alternative. This and has named the new product Smart Eyeglass. It's still in prototype stage and not yet released. This is developed using a clever holographic display technology. It displays the information directly in the user's line of vision, whereas Google Glass used to display information slightly above the line of vision of the user, which causes headache and eye ache during use. So this glass is supposed to prevent that, but it's still in the prototype version. And the next item we have is that YouTube is going to allow offline access in India. We'll be able to save videos and watch it offline on the new Android One smartphones that was released last week. And the next news is the Apple Pay. Apple is introducing this new method by which users will be able to pay for goods and services using our smartphones instead of credit card. Our credit card information will be encoded in a secure chip and placed inside the phone. During each transaction, a new credit card number will be generated, which can be used only once. So our credit card information will be totally secure and will not be in any database. It also has features like NFC integration, and it uses Touch ID for security. In case of losing your phone, it will only work if you are touching it. It's based on fingerprint. And then it uses tokenization. But as of now, this feature is only available on USA and on iPhone 6, 6 Plus, and Apple Watch. Samsung, following the Apple step, is also trying to develop a app which is going to replace your wallet. Samsung is doing this with the help of PayPal. It also uses fingerprint for validation, And this app also provide the special offers and promotions via push notifications. So that's all, folks, of today, this month's Tech Bytes. Do any of you guys have anything to add to it? Okay. So let's invite Ganesh Kumar to take the next session on HTML layouts.